July 4th, 1994.
It's a world of banjos and lawn chairs.
Ashes and ashes and dust and dust, show me a woman a man can trust.
A form of American music as old as the country itself.
I'm sitting on top of the world.
I like the people, the music. I like the atmosphere. I just love it.
Was in the spring, one sunny day, my good girl left me, she went away.
A lot of folks compare bluegrass to jazz. All improvisation, you know, just kind of pick what you feel, you know.
Come on, Daddy, Lord, leave me so. I'm gone, not worry, but I'm sitting on top of the world.
Tonight, on this 4th of July, it's red, white, and bluegrass.
This is ABC News Nightline. Substituting for Ted Koppel and reporting from Washington, Chris Wallace.
On this most American of holidays, we look at a uniquely American art form, bluegrass. In an age dominated by electric guitars and synthesizers, it is simple music. String bands, fiddles, and mandolins, homespun picket. And this summer, this simple music is packing them in at festivals in every corner of this country. Some of the most devoted followers are refugees from the urban complexities that afflict us all, hitting the roads, driving thousands of miles following the festivals. They are bluegrass Bedouins. And for the rest of this broadcast, we'll let them explain why this old-fashioned music has such a pull on them. But we begin with the music.
The Appalachian countries of the United States is where the roots of this music really originated. Bluegrass music has always been in an underground sense, as folk or jazz might be, and the exposure that it's been given has been minimal. I've been at this all my life. And as far as making a living off of my music, it's only happened here in the last 3 or 4 years.
If you fall out with your baby and you get these lonesome blues, don't waste your time like I have mine. Find a better way to choose. 'Cause if you start to rambling, well, you face the same sad news. No matter where you go, the blues are still the blues.
Even some of the originators and creators of the bluegrass music industry as we know it spent years living hand to mouth, sadly.
They're easy boys to find, but they're also hard to lose. No matter where you go, the blues are still the blues. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
The southern people that play this music, I think they have a different feel for it than the northern people who have learned to play it from our records and from Flat and Scruggs records and things like that. I think they have a different feel because the northern guys, and like I said, please, I'm not putting anybody down, but the northern guys have, it's more mechanical, and the southern guys they got it right in their soul. They really do. It's like coal mining.
Yeah,
It's like coal mining.
I think that it comes from the heart down here.
Yes, it's Jesus, 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 my heart. Well, it's Jesus, 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 my heart.
There's a whole lot of gospel music involved with bluegrass. There's a great tradition of gospel music. I guess that there's quite a parallel between getting together around a Bible and singing hymns.
Basically, the backbone, you might say, of bluegrass music is a banjo. No matter what anybody says, you got to have a banjo to drive it.
Bluegrass traditionally has quite a beat to it. With the bass and the banjo and the mandolin, it's a very seductive beat. It's what we like to refer to as, real authentic American music. It's people's music, it really is. And the rule of thumb that I use, I believe that simplicity is the purest form of music, particularly this kind of music. I never try to play or sing what may be too far over the people's head.
One more thing that might really draw people to it is 99% of the bluegrass professionals are self-taught. And that's something else intriguing for the guy sitting in the front row. Say, well, he learned how to do it, maybe I can. And I think a lot of folks get involved because of that.
When we come back, the people for whom this is a way of life, the bluegrass Bedouins.
This is ABC News Nightline, brought to you by Cadillac.
I'm a contractor with the U.S. Forest Service right now, mowing roadsides. We have two graders, and me and this other friend of mine were in business together. We contract with the U.S. Forest Service, so we sort of get by.
I remember the night, little darling, we were talking of days gone by, when you said that you always would love me, and your love for me would never die.
I've missed one festival here in the last 18 years. A lot of times, you'll hear a lot better musicians out here in the parking lot than you will professionals sitting up there on stage.
Your love is not fair. Oh, they tell me your love's like flower, and the springtime it blossoms so fair. The cold wind withers away there, and they tell me that's the way of your love.
And here in bluegrass country in drive time in the nation's capital. And Ray Davison with you, broadcasting the bluegrass songs and letting the banjos and fiddles ring from now until Marketplace opens at 6, right here on WAMU. Good to have you with us today.
I MC a lot of bluegrass festivals, and a lot of times you'll go a whole weekend and not see these people. They won't come to the stage. They buy a ticket, and they'll go back in the woods or back in the fields and play, and you never even see them. But that's a real parking lot picker. Maybe there'll be one act on the whole weekend they want to see, and they'll come out and see him. Then they'll go back and start picking again. Maybe have a little jug or something, but they do a lot of picking and having a good time.
Well, my mother and dad are laid their rest. They're sleeping and peace together there. Well, I love those hills of Virginia, from those blue ridge hills I roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain, far away to my blue ridge mountain home.
Our major enjoyment, the biggest thrill, is just playing. We'd much rather play than watch.
These guys are strangers to me. They just walked up and we started playing. We've been playing together 2 hours maybe. So we're just practicing mainly.
I've turned to that old mountain home where the sun, I've been longing for days from love.
There's probably a core of about 70, 80 songs that are real traditional that everybody would be familiar with. There's probably 300 that 50% of the people would be familiar with. They're not real complicated music. They're just, simple, easy to play music.
This is the music that's been carried around by these people, these songs and things. A lot of it's come down since Shakespeare's time. You know, these people have been carrying these tunes around since medieval times.
Yes, all the good times are past and gone, like the blossoms on the clover.
People talk about rural America like it's gone somewhere. But talk to the folks who have to drive 10 miles to the grocery store. I mean, there's a lot of people who aren't having a good time down at the big rock and roll palladium downtown. But they can come out here. I know people have been here since Tuesday. They're camping out, they're cooking, they're kicking back.
I'll be 79, July the 24th. I like the people, the music, I like the atmosphere. I just love it. This is my reserve place. And they call me Granny, and they call me Mom, and this place has been mine ever since I've been over here. I just love music, period. You haven't seen me clapping and shaking my feet and shaking my body up here.
I understand the bluegrass Bedouin. They get out the map and they plan where they're going, and they do a great big circle. They travel maybe 4,000 or 5,000 miles over the summer, and they go to every bluegrass festival they can.
Old train is time passing, older than the last, and it seems I'm too old for running. I hear rusty wheels straight against the rails, they cry with every mile, and I think I'll stay a while.
I own and operate 3 Burger King franchises in Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm a civil engineer, design airports, highways, bridges.
Well, I've been in radio for 30 years. I own and operate, and I'm the engineer and the DJ.
I work in a defense plant as a machinist.
Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down where the tall pines grow, lives my sweet sweetheart of the mountains. She's my little Georgia Rose.
A lot of folks compare bluegrass to jazz. All improvisation, you know, just kind of pick what you feel, you know. Get started, basically the same, and then once you get into a song, just turn loose, you know.
Mother left her for another carefree life she had planned. Baby now is a lady, one her mother couldn't stand. Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down with the Compound Road, lives my sweetheart on the mountains. She's my little Georgia Rose. We often sang old songs together. I want to do her little part. She smiled at me and I would tell her that she was my sweetheart. Way down in the Blue Ridge Mountains, way down with the tall pine grove, lives my sweetheart on the mountain. She's my little Georgia Rose. She's my little Georgia Rose.
Just roots music, the type of music that people did on the front porch where political ideas, social ideas were exchanged. And this whole concept here is really kind of part of that, people playing music and socializing with each other.
These people are from the same, basically the same parts of this country that we're from, and they grew up about the same as we did, and we're all kind of the same type folks, you know, and we're kind of in it together.
Even though the fans and musicians of bluegrass are fiercely loyal to their music and its traditions, bluegrass continues to be the poor hillbilly relative in the country music world. There are no million-selling bluegrass records. There are no bluegrass millionaires, which is ironic, considering this music is the grandparent of modern country music and the great-grandparent of rock and roll. And that's our report for tonight. I'm Chris Wallace in Washington. We'll leave you now with one final taste of bluegrass. For all of us here at ABC News, good night.
great. Thanks very much.
Tell Teddy Koppel I said hi.
Nightline is a presentation of ABC News.